Does that scene look familiar to you? Right? What is that? It's a writer's block. When you're trying to write, come up with something and you just can't, make any progress. So what do? You get frustrated, you tear out the paper, you crumple it, and you throw it as hard as you can in an imaginary bin, right? Imaginary because my bin was actually on the other side, but I had to throw it that side because it looked better on camera. So now let's get to the point. If you're someone who's struggling to lose weight, you need to watch this video, all right? Like the writer's block, there is something known as a dieter's block, all right? Now, what is the dieter's block? Besides being a phrase that I just made up, it means that there are people out there struggling to lose weight who have tried every damn thing that they think will work for them, but it hasn't. Whether it is opting for a low-carb diet, fasting, going only plant-based foods, eating only alkaline foods, doing all sorts of things, and Instagram doesn't make it easy, right? The minute you decide to eat oats because they're healthy, someone will come and tell you, no, oats are bad for you. So the minute you think of going on a fruit-only diet, people say, no, that's carbs, too much sugar. The minute you think about fasting, someone will come and say, oh, fasting is overrated. My point is that you've tried things and now you're confused and you're on the verge of giving up, which means that you're on the verge of scrapping all your dietary approaches and chucking it in the bin. Fair enough, do it. But you do have a blank piece of paper in front of you right now, which is open for you to write as you please. So let's start from that space. Let's assume that you decide to not eat anything at all. I'm just not going to eat. If I won't eat anything, how can I gain weight, right? 24 hours, no food. But I got to live. And it's just not medically best thing to do, not eat food. So let's put in over there the bare minimum that we need from a medical standpoint. And also from common sense standpoint, right? So what do we need? We all know that food is made up of protein, carbs, and fats, and a balanced diet is what our body needs and thrives on. So what do? We add the bare minimum amount of protein that we need to survive. How much is that? 0.8 grams for a healthy individual, 0.8 to 1 gram per kilo of body weight. Let's say you're 70 kilos. 70 grams of protein. Write it down, all right? That's the bare minimum you need. Now, you can't just eat protein, right? You're going to have to combine it with some carbs and fats because it's going to be difficult for you to do that, and it's not going to be very comfortable, and you're going to probably turn into a gas ball. So let's add some carbs there. How many carbs do we need? Bare minimum 3 grams maybe. If you're an active individual, could be more, but bare minimum, let's say 3 grams per kg of body weight. You're still 70 kgs. 3 grams, 210 grams of carbs per day. Write it down. Fats, we don't need to make a big fuss about it because, hey, you want to lose fat. You don't need too much of it to be in good health. You need about 20% of your overall daily intake to come from fats, good fats. So let's say some nuts and seeds and oils are there in your diet, which will be automatically there in the recipes that you come up with. And we don't have to worry about the quantities of that. So write that down and try to come up with foods that fit that number. That's about it. Take any app, any calorie counting app. Put down the meals that you think would give you 70 grams of protein, maybe 210 grams of carbs. Obviously, the choice of carbs can be slightly healthier. Don't just add sugars over there. You will, at the end of the day, want to feel good also. So add some fibrous carbs and a little bit of fats. That's it. Start with that. Don't think about, is this healthy? Is this vegan? Is this, whatever. Is this too much protein? Is this too less carbs? Is the timing okay? Should I be fasting? Just, that's all in the bin, right? You're starting from the bare minimum that you need. Isse niche tum nahi jaoge. You don't want to go below that. So start with that and observe on a day-to-day basis how you feel, how your weight changes on the scale, and then you can recalibrate based on the response that you get real time. Once you have these numbers figured out, you can variate it in the number of meals. Can be 2 meals, can be 5 meals, can be 1 meal. It doesn't matter. What matters is that in a 24-hour window, you need to get a bare minimum of nutrition that is optimal for good health. And you need to sleep for 6 to 7, maybe 8 hours. If you're trying to lose weight, 8 hours is better. Hydration, yes, 2.5 liters of water. And let's get some sunlight, get some movement. That's about it. Don't overcomplicate things. And let me know how that goes for you. I'm just, trying to do the right thing here by spreading the right information. So if you find this content helpful, spread it. Hope this helps. Cheers.